What up, YouTube? It's your boy Sleek back with another video, and today we are reacting to addressing the 1Cloud9 files. Here's the truth, and it's another 36 minutes. We just did a breakdown of old boy Alex Gordon, his old editor. You feel me? Says Cloud was playing with him with his, you know what I'm saying, with his time and his money and all that. We clarified a few things. Now it's time to get more clarification from the other point of view. But before we get into that, go ahead and hit the subscription box below with the bell to the top, and always squad like this video because it's almost at 1K. Let's get there. With that being said, let's see what this video hitting for. Let's go. Now look, we ain't on no sides for real. You feel me? Although I am more towards, well, I said I am more towards the editor side. I ain't gonna lie, because I am an editor and I have dealt with what he's dealt with. But there's always more than one side to the story. There's always more than two sides to the story, because the third is the truth, and we're gonna get down to it. But I'm really hoping that it's not what it looked like, Cloud, because you did come off like a little dickhead. I ain't gonna hold you. You did come off as a dickhead. Not gonna lie. You was treating a little nigga like he had the opportunity and he had the privilege to work with you, gang. And it's not always like that, because y'all both privileged to work with each other to find somebody that matched his and benefits each other equally. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna see my man is flexing the twist out and shit like that. He feeling good. He was silent for a couple of days because it's been a week.
So today, 1Cloud9 is back.
Okay, you're not taking this serious. Yeah.
My former editor slash friend, Alex Gordon, dropped an exposed video claiming that I scammed him because I didn't pay him when he wanted.
Once we got the context of the whole situation, he didn't get scammed. He was just played with. You got the red weenie, nigga.
To get paid. But also, you clickbaited everybody. I got scammed. You did not get scammed.
Yeah,
and also, I got proof that he didn't get scammed. Here's the cash app.
Hold on. This was all for $300, nigga. I thought you said 1.5. Boy, what? Now, regardless of, it's still, you know what I'm saying, compensation for his work. But damn, nigga, for $300, nigga, I would have cut my losses and got the fuck.
You know, he even said I paid him later in the video, but he just tried to sneak by it before we really get deep into it.
That's the thing, bro. He tried to, like, you know what I'm saying, structure it like a YouTube ass video with YouTube psychology. I seen the hook. I'm like, you using somebody who beat his shorty to somebody who didn't pay you in a timely manner. It's not an equal equivalent game. That's a false equivalent. I said an equal equivalent. It's not a it's early. Relax, nigga.
To this, I need to preface this.
It's a false equivalent.
Severely downplayed how close me and him were. At one point,
me
and Alex were damn near brothers. I trusted him with a lot of information. He's trusted me with a lot of information. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I already.
If anything, I thought that he kind of gassed it a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. But damn. I mean, he did mention that y'all were really close and shit like that, nigga.
Prove to you that the video.
He never said y'all was brothers though, so that's
just premise of lies, because I didn't scam him when I paid him his money. But I really want to open your eyes to what.
Oh, damn! I know I said you gotta be serious about the situation, but he getting real serious, nigga. I ain't never seen this nigga this serious, gang. Word.
This video is. It's not an expose. It's an invasion of privacy in a slander video. But
now, the invasion of privacy, I would say, is on the part of you screenshotting me, showing you the funds that I'm making, because now it seemed like you're keeping these as receipts, gang, and now you're trying to save it to use for later. Why are you doing that? Why are you showing? I know he's saying he makes a lot, but a lot of these creators are very confidential with how much they make. You see DDG, he be making a lot. He only shows like his close friends and shit like that what he could possibly be, what they could possibly be making on a platform that he's on, or what he's made and shit like that. But he will not say a number to everybody. There's certain people who are not comfortable sharing that information, and that's one thing that was crazy, gang. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Right, is to show you that the reason why he posted his video is not to get justice, because he's already been paid. It's not to warn or prepare people, because he didn't give y'all the full extent and the full story of
this nigga getting mad.
He's not making this video to show that I didn't pay him his money, because again, I paid him his money. So once you count all of those three things out, why do you think he made this video? Well, I can tell you, for attention. And there's a lot of evidence and examples I'm going to show you in this video that proves that. Also, a telltale sign of this is that he's deleting every single positive comment about me or calling out the hypocrisy or the holes in the story that are glaringly obvious completely from the internet. But luckily, my team has already screenshotted these as proof. And like I was saying before.
Oh, see, we're doing deep dives, nigga. Okay, so if you don't like the pausing, you don't like all that, watch the original video in the description. I put all that in there. I already put it in the beginning of the video to begin with, nigga. So I don't want to hear nothing. We're doing a deep dive, nigga. We gotta get to the meat and bones and the potatoes and all that. Even the liquids and all that. Yeah, word.
Or the holes in the story that are glaringly obvious completely from the internet. But luckily, my team has already.
Wow. Okay. Okay, I would have sided with you if you hadn't commented on your alt account. Commented with your alt account? He's what? She crazy twin. Yeah, that's weird, nigga. I didn't even catch that. I didn't even look at the comments. That's weird, nigga. That's one. That's weird. And you're replying with, who you telling, twin? You coming off attention seeker right now. Now I've worked with creators who ghosted me for a month and not haven't gotten paid in months because their channel got demonetized because of YouTube AI detection bullshit. That's still not a reason. That's like a, I'll take that into consideration of why they didn't get paid, but that's not a justification for not getting paid. That's one. Or getting ghosted, period. Now I want to hear Cloud's side of the story because I'm skeptical of you. You say you were scammed when you received your money days later after pressing him. I feel like that is just the grab. You feel me? That's the hook. That's the clickbait. Which, like I said with the I was being real with the that peanut, the burnt peanut video. You better be careful with that title game because now you're making it seem like he's the one that's saying the N-word slurs and messing with minors and all that. You might want to fix that. So I feel like he clickbaiting. You say you were scammed when you received your money days later after pressing them. You here are complaining about a guy delaying payments and paying in their time and saying it's an ego thing. You know it takes time for YouTube to pay you every month. Okay. And to mention the incident where you had the bad situation with the girl who asked for some groceries. What does that have to do with him? I guess he was setting up to say, I guess build up to explain to you his character of, what was it? Internal validation, whatever the fuck that means. I still didn't understand what he meant by that. Maybe I could look it up. Internal validation. Maybe it's kind of like a ego. Internal validation, meaning the process of confirming your own emotions, thoughts, and worth without relying on approval from others. It involves non-judgmental acceptance of your experiences, promoting self-esteem, resilience, and personal fulfillment. This self-sustaining approach ensures emotional stability regardless of external feedback. So is that a bad thing? Like, is that a bad thing? But I feel like that's why he was bringing it up, to show or explain that part. But I still don't see. Nigga, you chose to leave and let niggas play you at your spot. Like I said, I wouldn't have left anyway. You chose to leave because you later then said that he was confused on why you left. He still didn't understand why you left. So, I mean, then imagine an incident where, all right, we already said that. You're cheap, man. You could have bought it to maintain peace. No. If they let you stay there, sometimes you gotta, but that's just me. I kind of see to an extent because when I was invited to a trip, I wanted to go see Chris Brown, and usually me and my friend, we go to Philly. I don't know why. When he's in Philly, we go out of town, what you call it? Out of town trip. And this time she invited me with her sister. I didn't have to pay for the B&B. When they wanted bottles, I bought the bottles. When they wanted food, I bought food because I'm not finna just shack up in here for free and not contribute. You know what I mean? So there's that. But yeah, we're not gonna read this whole thing. I don't know, Cloud, But this whole video is you glazing yourself and crying about not getting paid on time, like you over here describing yourself like you the Superman of editing. I don't see nothing special, pretty mid, if that. By the way, it sounds like you have an ego there. You have the ego there. Are so many editors 30 times better than you who do 30 times faster than you? If they do it 30 times faster than 4 hours, that's crazy. You sound goofy. Do better, bro. Yeah, his video editing isn't as good as he claims it to be. As I'm not downing, bro. It's just like I said, if you don't got motion graphics in your bag, nigga, you can't brag. These are very like brain rot edits, if you will. But he's getting the views, nigga. So you can't really knock him on it. But to be bragging like you fucking Pharrell at the editing or YouTube space, nigga, chill out, gang. All Cloud had to do was pay you and his editors fairly. People aren't wrong when they say earning a lot of money changes you. Deleting comments ain't it, fam. Yeah, I don't delete comments. Sometimes they don't even show up. It's the YouTube filter. But
shot at these as proof. And like I was saying before, his title and thumbnail is clickbait. I never said I wasn't gonna pay you your money. That's a bold-faced lie. And I am not a demon, so I don't know why you put devil horns on me. Like, goddamn. And again, you're doing all of this over a situation that has been resolved and handled over half a year ago. If this issue was so bad that you had to make an
half a year, gang, yeah, you're looking for that monetization, shorty. Chill.
Expose video on it. Why didn't you post this 6 months ago, gang?
That's
and in
what
this
I'm saying.
Video, I'm finna give you the full story.
Give me the full story. We're gonna try not to pause.
Because if you couldn't tell, there was a lot of context and holes in his story. So let's start off with this. One of the biggest claims that Alex made in this video is that I have a major ego. Now, for this claim, he doesn't really provide any real evidence. He honestly just says I have an ego a lot. But funny enough, a lot of the shit you said about me, I feel like you were honestly projecting. For instance, this one clip I'm finna show you, he tries to get off this take that I'm egotistical and resentful and jealous of him. Yet he says this,
and that's the thing that I don't understand. How you gonna? I understand you got confidence and stuff, but to say that like someone is envious and jealous of you for what, nigga? He's the bigger creator, nigga. What he gotta be jealous of? Because you can edit a little bit better than him. Come on, gang.
About me.
You know, I'm not saying that I'm the most like person.
Look, this nigga genuinely looks mad, gang. Like, hold on, let me move my shit. Look, he look disgusted. Watching this shit, he look disgusted as hell. Like
he wants to hate on me. You know, I'm a handsome guy. I'm very talented. Like I said, he asked me for a lot of advice because I was so well versed, despite me being the smaller creator. So it's almost like because Cloud sometimes saw that I was the better editor. I had a better personality. I just so happened to start.
We had a better personality.
Having got blessed by.
Now, second look, it kind of does sound goofy, gang. Like you bigging your. I've been saying you just kind of glazing, but I didn't say it to the extent like Berto or like Astro, but
the algorithm the same way he has been. Yet it was kind of like.
What are you talking about, gang? How are you finna say I got an ego? I'm jealous. I'm resentful. But yet, you not only said that you're funnier than me, you're more creative than me, you're a better editor, but you also made a claim that the only reason why I'm bigger than you is because the algorithm blessed me, but it just magically didn't bless you.
Oh, he's showing these. He's getting. Let's hold on. We got to see that. Hold on.
I'm bigger than you is because the algorithm blessed me.
Now let's be real, gang. $600,000 subscribers on the first channel. On the second, on the second channel, 250.
But it just magically didn't bless you.
So you got the main channel, 20K subs. Okay, cool. The second channel, you got 2K. I'm saying, hey, they both monetize. It's just different motion. I ain't gonna lie. If you had the better personality, the better edits, the better whatever. I mean, first of all, this profile picture is kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's a little whoa, but hey, to each his own. It would have showed in the. I'm saying the results would have showed that. I guess.
Interesting. But the clip keeps getting worse, bro. Let's keep it going.
Yeah, it was kind of like he envied me a little bit, and Cloud's whole perspective.
I envied you. Nah, bro, hold on. Let me watch this shit again.
I was the better editor. I had a better personality. I just so happened to start later than him and just haven't got blessed by the algorithm the same way he has been yet. It was kind of like he envied me a little bit. And, you know.
So after you said this, did you not think that, you know, maybe, just maybe, this may sound a little hypocritical? Because I'm hearing a lot of envy, but it ain't coming from me, gang. Nigga was on here yapping about, yeah, because I'm so much better than Cloud. And if the algorithm would just suck my dick like it apparently be sucking his, I would be so much bigger than him, you know? But yeah, anyways, though, that's why he envies me so much. Like, what? That's not only one of the most egotistical things I've ever heard. Also, you have shown plenty of text in this video, not only supporting you, congratulating you on your success, but also I have reacted to multiple of your videos on my The Cloud channel. If I was jealous of you, why would I support you that much? That makes no sense. In this video, Alex also spent some time talking about how I struggle to pay editors on time. And this is a real issue. I'm gonna keep it a beam. I'm a busy guy and I have a lot of editors to pay. And sometimes I may be a day or two late. But one thing that I did to combat this fault, I will give an extra edit.
My thing is, gang, why have so many editors? I understand you want to have a consistent flow of things. Put at least one editor per channel. Maybe 2 editors per channel. But still, that's still a lot of editors. That's 4, nigga. So it's like, you have to come up with some, nigga. Put them in the group chat as some. Make an account that you can put money into and have it send. I don't know how to go about it. I'm not the outsourcing expert, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like you could manage it a better way. Extra bonus to their payment if I pay late.
Bonus.
So that clause was, he was just putting it on paper. So it wasn't just him being extra. Okay.
Because of my inconvenience. But one thing he tried to accuse me of is delaying paying editors because I get some sick kick or fetish out of it. Like, he thinks that, like, I jerk off just thinking of the thought of not paying my editors. Like, what the fuck?
And Cloud will purposely, like, drag his feet to not pay people because it's like an ego thing. Like, just because he knows he can and he feels good knowing that people asking him for money. You know what I mean?
No, I do not know what you mean. How about maybe, just maybe, I am busy. I consistently post on 2 channels. I post a reel or short every single day. I also have other editors to attend to. And
now, I tried this for a month, right? That shit is not easy, gang. And I even outsourced myself because there was somebody who watches me who I was like, yo, maybe I could run it up with him. And even then, it was still a lot of work, bro, because I'm still having to do multiple videos daily. I kept it at 1 video a day, and it was cracking without the shorts. But then to have to add multiple shorts in that rotation is still a lot. But I ain't gonna lie, if a person is delaying your pay, nigga, they just probably don't got it, gang. I'm not saying that's his case at all, but I'm just saying, from my experience working with people, they either try to get the cheap way out, or they just don't pay, or they're just trying to get their money's worth. But it's like, if you don't get your money's worth, you gotta pay it first, nigga. Fuck is you talking about?
let's not forget, I am a human being. I have other things to do and other responsibilities in my life. Just because I can't get back to you when you want me to doesn't mean I'm ignoring you. I'm just simply busy.
But 2 days responses is crazy. You're not that busy to not get back to me within the first 2 hours. No. That's crazy. In the first 10 hours, I'm giving you my window for response, because you're a full-time creator. I have a full-time job. So sometimes, like, I work a 10-hour shift, nigga. I go straight to sleep. But you ain't that busy to not respond to your editor, nigga. Word.
Start paying attention to something. Throughout this video, every single time somebody doesn't
2 days, 2 week response is crazy.
Alex wants them to do at that exact moment, he says they have an ego. Remember that. Also, let me make this transparently clear, because
this Libby shit you got going on, gang, is funny as hell. Because when I had my 2-strand twist and shit like that, Yeah, I got called Libby a few times.
Tried to make it seem like I always pay my editors late. Usually I pay all of my editors on Sunday, and I try to pay all of them the same day. And if not, it'll be like that Monday morning, like at 2 to 3 a.m. because I stay up super late. Like, bro, you're acting like I waited 5 days to pay you every single time. Like, bro, that doesn't happen.
There was only
also,
one
in some
instance.
of these screenshots, he tries to make it seem like I didn't pay him at all, but I didn't just Apple pay him his payment. I would also cash app his payment. Like in this one screenshot right here, I literally cash apped him the money. Yeah, he tried to make.
You see, that's what I'm talking about. That clickbait shit, gang. That's why you gotta get the full sides. We ain't on no side. We on the side of justice. Word.
Make it seem like I never paid him. Once again, trying to manipulate these screenshots and making it seem like I'm doing something that I'm not. And as you see right here, this is proof that I do.
So he did get the 12, and it wasn't just the 300. So why did you show the 300, gang? Not Cloud, but Virgo, I guess. Alex. You can call him Alex, nigga. I can't see the full text for right here, so we just gonna. Yeah, how soon do you need the Travis one? I want to post it by the end of tomorrow, if that's possible. Latest Friday. It's a longer vid, but a good chunk of it is just the reaction. Bet. Okay, bet I can do that. Also, you never paid me on Sunday, so can I get paid today? I did 5 thus far. 5 videos, $12.50. And you only coming to Florida with 300? Hey, it seems like you getting paid pretty swell because I ain't never get this transaction before yet. Maybe like all together, but I'm saying no. All at once? Well, I've never edited 5 videos and then sent them all at like the most I've sent was probably like 2. Got 2 back, and then I'll get like a cool, like, you know what I'm saying, 500-600. But I never got those 1250 game. I never seen 4 digits in my fucking shit all together. Nah, that's
pay editors a bonus.
But you got paid though, so why you showing that 300?
I think around this time I was paying like 200 per video. He did 5 videos, as you see. That equals to 1,000, and also an additional $250 added on to his original payment as bonuses. Some part of that is performance based, but also the late fee, because as you see, I never paid him on Sunday. So even though yes, I do have inconveniences, unfortunately, I do make sure they're fully compensated for my mistakes.
All right, so he's taking accountability. You happy, Birdo? He taking accountability. Okay, cool.
And inconveniences. The funny thing about the bonuses,
I just want to see you take accountability for that last bit of the video when you was kind of laughing in his face and shit like that. Maybe it's because you was fed up, but I just want to hear from your side.
I remember later in this video, he did say bonuses that I give isn't really me being nice. It's really just me compensating him for money that should have already been owed. He basically tried to say that since I underpay my editors. But if you look at the price graph, I pay Alex $150 per video. Usually I got a good bonus.
I did say that, you see? Oh shit, my bad. In the last video, I was like, it's not pricey because he's not saying pay me $200 per video. He's saying if it exceeds 40 and up. So it probably wasn't even like the original, because I was getting paid $150 per video, and anything past 30 minutes, he will pay an extra $100. So he's saying anything from 40 and up, $200. Anything past the hour, extra $100, I think. But yeah.
So let's say 175 to even potentially 200. And later in this video, he makes a claim that on average, it takes him 4 hours to make a video for me. If you do the math, if I'm paying you $200 for 4 hours of work, you're getting paid $50 an hour. Do you understand how much money that is?
Yeah,
per hour basis? Only 5 to 8% of the world makes over $50 an hour. Yet you're complaining about that. And again, even if you wanted to be,
mind you, at my job, nigga, I'm getting paid just above 200 a day for a 10-hour shift. So if you're making what I'm making and less than half that, nigga, I didn't even put that into perspective, but now you got to think about it like, nigga, be for real, gang. But that still don't mean nothing, nigga, because if my edits is like that, I'm taxing that. Word! But not for his edits, though. No disrespect, because he's still a decent editor, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, like this channel, minimal edits. My main channel is where I go crazy on, especially when I incorporate new things that I learn. But this channel is minimal edit, so don't base it off of this channel. Base it off the main channel game. If you gonna come for me, just in case. But I can talk about shit, bro. I'm pretty decent. You feel me? I could charge probably like a cool 300, 400, maybe 500 per video. But anything more than 200, you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit. I mean, you still got some work to do. You
could
feel
have just discussed it with me. Another thing about this payment fiasco, right? What Alex chooses not to tell you in this video is that he was fine with me paying him not with a contract. I paid him like this for over a year. It actually benefited him that I paid him under the table because I wasn't binded by contract to only pay him a certain amount. If he was under contract, he knew he wouldn't get bonuses like he did, which is why he was fine.
And that's the thing, bro. Damn, I'm pausing a lot. It's only 7 minutes in, bro. It's a 25. Hey, I said it was gonna be a breakdown, bro. We full breakdown. You know what I'm saying? The whole situation. We gotta assess it. We gotta assess the situation, like Runic would say. You know what I'm saying? But that was the bonuses of working with said person, because he would throw money in just cause, you know what I'm saying, for the inconvenience, or if it was a long edit, or if he seen that I put like a lot into the video, nigga, he'll up that. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a set thing. That's the pro of not working under contract. The con is that nothing is set, so you can't really complain when it doesn't go the way you want it, because there's no agreement. You know what I mean, legal agreement set to where I have to do this, or that this is the set price. So that's the downside of that.
Fine without being on contract until I told him we were putting him on contract. The contract was never his idea. But back to my main point. But something that also tells to your character is your invasion of my privacy, because not only did you expose private calls and texts throughout this whole video, some of which didn't even add to prove to your point. You just exposed it to expose it. For example, you exposing information about my bank account.
But brag to me on the phone and go, I'm gonna be honest. He's like, ever since 2022 or 2023 when I first blew up and I made so much money, he was like, I feel uncomfortable if I don't have at least 100,000 in my bank account.
I find this part funny, because why would you say this? And also, why would I just randomly bring this up? In this conversation we were having, you asked me how much I made, and I told you that. Yet you used this clip and took the information that I told you, that you asked for, by the way, and used it to spin this narrative that I was just bragging. Like, what are we talking about? And let's not forget that I told you that information because you kept on telling me that I could trust you and you wasn't gonna tell nobody. Yet you told thousands of people on the internet. And also, Alex, why did you say the actual amount? Does your word not mean shit to you, brother? Because again, you told me I could trust you. But obviously, you are showing us that you're not that much of a trustworthy person. Like, that's just so weird. But the thing that really pissed me off about this whole situation is not only were you invading on my privacy, but you were also invading on my manager's privacy. And one of his clients, who again, you leaked in the video for the sake of privacy reasons. You could at least have blurred the name of the person.
I forgot who the person was anyway, so I forgot. Alex Green, editor agreement. Yeah. I don't know why. You kind of leaked like some shit going on. They kind of had some big shit going on and you just leaked that.
But I know you're all waiting for me to address the contract situation, but I do have to mention one thing before we get there. Like I said, me and Alex were friends. Talk on the phone late night with each other. Pause. That sounds great. We go on trips with each other. One of the trips that me and bro took with each other, pause. This sounds so gay. One of the trips that we both went on with other people. The other people are girls.
Yeah.
So, it doesn't sound like we were butt buddies. Was the infamous PCB Florida trip. He actually mentioned this in his...
Now, remember I said that the clips that he kept putting in the video, I'm assuming that those people were in the trip. They were on the trip. Because there was one girl that was in those two B-roll videos, or the V-roll clips, right? So let's see.
Video. The summary of what he was trying to get off with this is that during this trip, my friends bullied him and I didn't defend him. That's why he had to get up out of there, in his own words. He tried to make himself the victim in the situation with me being the bad guy. Now, if you had a brain, you could realize there's a lot of holes in that story. Yeah. And the reason why there's a lot of holes in that story is because he lied throughout all of it. Because this story is a perfect exhibit of who this man, Alex Gordine, really is. So here's the backstory. Me and a couple of my friends decided to go to PCB. So the people who were going on this trip is me, my 2 homegirls, one of their friends, and I also invited Alex. See, Alex wanted to slide on one of my homegirls, aka the one that he said disrespected him. That disrespect, that rude behavior that he experienced never happened. You wanna know why? Because my homegirl barely even spoke to him the whole trip. But it's not because of what y'all think. See, on the drive down, my homegirl got a call about an urgent family emergency that honestly kind of fucked her up. The whole group was aware of this, including Alex, and we all tried our best to comfort her, except Alex, because all he was worried about is that she wasn't in the mood for him to try and slide on her and spit some game or whatever. Which, brother, read the fucking room. And what makes this situation worse is that he started to make the whole encounter about himself. I remember he wanted to talk to me.
Oh man, it's just like it's a Uno reverse card of evisceration, gang. I ain't gonna lie, this is crazy, gang. Like, cause now I'm looking at this nigga weird. Like, damn, are you an incel, gang? I know they use that word a little loose on Twitter, so we ain't gonna do it. We just gonna use it correctly. Don't tell me you mad cause you ain't getting no play. I hope that's not it.
In a separate room once we got into the B&B. And he started going off about how she was gloomy and she had a bad mood. And he even called her a moody, weird bitch. Mind you, she's going through something. You know this. Why are you saying this? It's not like she even was rude to him.
Now it seems like you're a little inconsiderate. You one of those weird niggas that's mad because you ain't getting no pussy, so you crashing out.
She just had a common, cordial conversation and then went off to be by herself because she was actively going through something, which I kept on trying to tell him. And he kept on rambling about how he was uncomfortable because the mood was bad. And throughout this whole situation, he only really cared about his feelings and nobody else. And he was trying to find a way to bring the focus back on him. It was just so weird. And then he proceeded to damn near have a mental breakdown for no reason, talking about how he regrets coming on the trip, how my friends were weird. And it just didn't make sense because nobody said anything.
Add in context, I would see how the friends would look at him different if he expressed it openly. I said openly. Damn it. It's still early. Openly. If he expressed it to in front of everybody and they seen that, or he expressed it to you and you went to your friends and now your friends is like, damn, this nigga's fucking tripping, nigga. I don't like this nigga. This nigga weird. Nigga. Then I could see
anything to him. I don't
why they would act that way
and why he did this. Mind you, all of this is happening on their first day. He's only known these people for a few hours, and then he told me that he wanted to go home. Brother, the trip just started.
The only
thing we did was
day
groceries. Besides that, we've been at the B&B the whole time. What do you mean? And funny enough, he did mention the grocery part in his video, where he complained that my friends were trying to make him pay for all of the groceries when that's not the case. We were all finna split groceries as a group until you said you didn't want to pay, to where my friends responded with, okay, cool, and then they paid for the groceries. You never spent a dime and it was never a big issue. Like, you were literally just creating problems in your head and trying to find a way for you to somehow play the victim in a situation where there's no reason for you to be the victim. And also, you were just making everything about yourself. So after 2 hours of us being in this room, me trying to console you, it got to the point where you kept on saying you wanted to go home. So trying to be a good friend, I said to you, yo, if you really do...
I'm also taking into consideration that this nigga is actually 19. I keep forgetting. So these are not kids, but they're grown men. I said they're grown men, but you are a little bit immature in a sense, gang. Not you, Cloud, your friend. Well, your ex-friend. Shit. Like, damn, this nigga's I don't like how this is going, because now it's like it's making a nigga look weird. And then this nigga, I just seen he posted a response to Dior, Berto. He tapped both of them, and then we gonna see. This is their day today.
You want to go home? I'll pay for your flight. I hope you pack your bags and you can.
I don't know if that's the screenshot that he showed, but that is kind of crazy that he paid for your flight to leave and everything. You're still sick because he didn't comfort you on why you left. Okay, bro.
Go, and it'll be all cool. And next thing you know, Alex was flying home. And the night before his flight, he begged me to let him sleep in my closet in my room because he was scared that one of the girls was gonna do something to him. The girl who was currently crying in her...
What? Oh, come on, bro. This is getting ridiculous, gang. I can't wait to see. You know what?
Because she's sad about a family situation that barely even knows you. That's the girl that you're scared of. Like, he was literally beefing with thin air. Like, I don't understand it. And the craziest part about the situation is that after this all happened and he got back home, he tried to blame me for the situation. Like, at first he sent me a text saying thank you after he got home from his flight. But then a couple days later, we got on a call. And not only did he take back his thank you, but he also told me that me buying him a flight was the least I could do because of the situation that I put him in, and blamed the whole situation on me for bringing my friends around him. Mind you, again, I've said this like 50 times. They didn't do a fucking thing to him, bro. We was only there for a couple hours. How could they even get the fucking chance to, brother? And of course, after this, we fell out because, like, bro, I'm like, no, bro, that's too much, man. And I tried to ask him for my $350 that I spent on the flight back because, of course, he didn't appreciate it. But this was the text he sent me. Yeah.
Nah, you threw that screenshot in there a little bit too quick, gang. Run that back.
He didn't appreciate it, but this was the
Evil Snow Bunny. Mine that I can't read that. Yep, that's a good title. Alright, thumbnail. I wonder if he did thumbnails too. Did he say that? I'm gonna need my 350 back. Oh. It's him texting Alex. Okay. I got PTSD with that name. I'm sorry. I'm gonna need my 350 back, gang. Nah. I earned it from December. Remember, it's still overpaying you. Yeah, I still would've just left that on red too. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, Mark, can we talk? So you made it seem like this nigga just hit you up out of the blue after all that, but you didn't show the part where you hit him up, or you didn't show this part either. You didn't mention none of this. Wow. We've been, what's the word? I can't even describe right now.
Text he sent me. Yeah, Alex, technically, I feel like you owe me money. Maybe I should make an exposed video on you. Also, this is how you depicted my friend in your video.
Let's see what the friend looked like, please. I want to see what the friend looked like, please, because this was crazy when she put it next to it, and I feel like that's some hating ass shit. I ain't gonna hold you. That's some hating ass shit, nigga. Now, when you put all the context in and out, he hated, he mad because you ain't get no play, nigga, but you ain't being considerate, gang. So that make you a weirdo, a loser. But we're not gonna put that on you right yet. We just gonna have to play it out.
One of Cloud's friends, these girls that he invited that I didn't know like that, one of them was extremely rude and nasty to me.
Mind you, this girl hasn't done a single thing to you yet. You try to slander her by depicting her like this. For no reason.
Yeah, show what the friend look like, please.
Them of bullying you. Like
show what the friend look like, please.
You show so many signs of being a hypocrite in this video. It's crazy. Hey, but now we know your character. But I don't know if y'all peep something. Throughout this whole video, Alex has shown plenty of signs of narcissism. And I'm not just saying this for no reason. Really just break this down.
Break it down.
He's shown plenty of signs of being selfish, weirdly egoistic.
That's got to be clinically diagnosed. So please break it down.
Egotistical, envious, insane amounts of self-centeredness to the point where he literally negates other people's tragedy. And again, when he doesn't get his way, he resorts to bullying other people.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Tries to call himself the victim.
This is one of the evil, I would say, how do I say it? This is like evil superpower. Negative advantages of being an editor, because if I want to flame you, nigga, I can meme it up out the ass. Pause. But I can flame the fuck out of you. I can make you look any type of way. I can edit shit up and make you look crazy. And it's basically what he's doing. I don't know.
And blaming other people for his mistakes instead of looking internal. Like that ass, he's been victim maxing this whole time, bro. I don't know how he's still doing it. All of these literally terms to describe a narcissist. And I'm not the only one who thinks this. Because if you go through the comments that he actually deleted, a lot of them were calling him out for his hypocrisy. But of course, he deleted those. videos because he couldn't stand people disagreeing with him or even criticizing him for that matter, which yet again is another sign of narcissism. And when other YouTubers reacted to your video, they also pointed out these same signs that I'm noticing.
Bro, I'm not trying to sleep on the couch out in the open when there's this girl that all of a sudden just hates me, is walking around at night potentially just because
I'm gonna go ahead and call a spade a spade. You sounding like a bitch right now, brother.
I'm just saying, because it's like I wasn't gonna say that because I don't call people no B words. I don't even say that shit. But like you scared of a shorty? You scared that she's gonna do something to you because you didn't buy her groceries? That didn't really make sense. And I said that. But you left that part out of why she felt. You didn't even say that she was going through something and she was off. But why would you be mad that their mood is off if she's going through something? And y'all was in the car when it happened. You got the context of why she's acting that way. So now it's coming off as you being inconsiderate. And that's weird. I'm going to add weirdo to my soundboard. Now I can use the weird on you. Not really, because I still don't know the full context. We're going to let it play.
What are we talking about? This girl hates me, walking around, like, what's this got to do with Cloud, bro? Big brother advice. As a man, you walking around expecting other people to stick up for you, that's not how this
you gotta stick up for yourself, gang.
Open when there's this girl that all of a sudden just hates me, is walking.
Bro, you need to boss up, my nigga. What she gonna do?
So it's almost like because I sometimes saw that, I was the better editor. I had a better personality. I just so happened to start later than him and just haven't got blessed by the algorithm the same way he has.
Nah, because it wouldn't really matter. I wouldn't think. It wouldn't really matter. It wouldn't really matter what time you started, nigga. Like, if you was really like that, how you say you was like that, you would have got that. But then again, you can't really say that because I have a few videos where they're nicely edited now, and I only got 80 views on that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to you. I only got 80 views on that shit in the past week. Where I thought that shit was gonna blow. And that's a really nicely edited video. I can glaze that up. But can you hold it up to that standard? You know what I mean? But nigga, time don't got nothing to do with that shit. You been doing this longer than me, apparently. And you got, I don't know. You had your.
It was.
I don't know, bro.
Calm down, my nigga.
Kind of like
Jesus Christ.
This is not a wild claim, and I feel like at this point in the video, you can see why I'm saying that. But the main reason why I'm bringing this up is because Alex's ego is a big reason why these contract negotiations went the way they did. Because something he forgot to mention to y'all about these contract negotiations is not only was he being insanely difficult in them, he was also trying to borderline scam us and then blamed us for not letting him do it. And I'm not saying that to negate any wronghood or blame from myself on how I acted in these negotiations. But let me break it down. Fast forward about 3 months, and I was looking for new editors on my main channel. And because I got desperate, I'm gonna just keep it a beam, I ended up reaching back out to Alex and asking him to edit for me, which was the stupidest thing I've done this whole fucking video. Like, I already knew his character. I seen his character. How do I let him back in? But if I'm being honest, to his credit, the reason why I reached back out is because he does get videos out fast. But I was being lazy and didn't want to find new editors, bro. I was trying to look past all of the red flags I've seen, to be completely honest with you, for my own benefit. Short-term benefit at that. I fucked up. And I think that's one of the biggest lessons I've learned from this whole encounter. Anyways, we had a call. He did apologize for a good amount of the things he said. And we found a decent equilibrium to continue to work with each other again. But maybe a month into working with each other, me and my manager decided that we wanted to start doing contracts. The reason why is just to be a little bit more professional. So I told all my editors, yo, we're doing contracts. You know, the thing I really do hate about Alex's video, he never tells the full story, not once.
Clearly.
Because during negotiations with Alex, I let Justin do the talking for the most part. But the one thing that I did do was verbally agree beforehand with all my editors on how much they wanted to be paid per video, just so we didn't have no confusions and back and forth about that. Me and Alex agreed on $150 per video. I remember when we was on the phone call, I kept on asking him, yo, if you want more, let me know right now. And he said 150 is fine. But the next week when he started negotiating with Justin, instead of asking for that 150, he asked for 200. When Justin asked him, yo, why are you asking for 200? Didn't you and Cloud agree on 150? Alex said, yeah, we verbally agreed on that, but we didn't write it on paper though. And then he continued to say that verbal agreement that me and him had didn't really matter. Interesting. I mean, you could say that. It's an opinion. I don't know if that's the right one, but I do know that.
The reason why I would say it matters is because what you did eventually, where you threw it in his face that it wasn't on paper. Hey, we may have verbally agreed that this was going to happen, but since it's not in contract, this is what's going to happen. You know what I mean? That is why it matters if it's on contract. It don't matter what we verbally agree on, nigga. If it's not in black and white, it don't matter, because you can switch up exactly how you did and play in a nigga face. You know what I'm saying? And the last thing I'm gonna let you do is play in my face, gang. So I'm gonna need to see that in writing. Now I am gonna say, and I am gonna comment this, nigga. If you need an editor, nigga, that's better than this nigga, let me work for the nigga, bro. Fuck it. I'll go back into editing, bro, because it seemed like yo edits is easy. You know what I'm saying? I could turn that shit around. I ain't talking about no 4 hours though. You feel me? If you want like actual quality and stuff like that, probably like a cool 6, maybe an 8. I'll do a $200 flat, no extra nothing, none of that extra stuff. $200 flat, no overtime, no late fees, nigga. Just don't play in my face with the late shit, because it's gonna be a problem. I'm just gonna dip. You got 3 strikes. I already told you, you got 3 strikes. Easy. I edit better than this nigga, for sure. It's just turnaround times. There's not gonna be no 4 hours. It's probably gonna be like 6. 6 hour, same day, at max, same day turnaround time, $200, no extra shit, none of that. Cool. You want to throw a bonus? Go ahead and throw a bonus. That's it.
Since you think that about verbal agreements, then you
watch, I'm gonna comment down below. I'm gonna comment
one of our verbal agreements, because they don't really matter, right? Interesting. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Spoiler alert, him saying this did come back to bite him later in the video, but back to it. As you should probably know if you watched Alex's video already, Alex asked for a lot of things in this contract. A lot of things that he said was reasonable, but me and my manager did not agree with that statement, because to be honest, it looked like he was trying to scam us. The first thing we didn't agree to was the overtime. See, like I said before, I paid Alex a flat rate for each video, but in this contract, he wanted to get paid for every additional hour that he spent on this video, stating that on average, he only spent 4 hours per video. So basically, if he ever worked more than 4 hours on a video, he expected to get paid $50 for every additional hour that he got paid. So let's say he worked 8 hours on a video. Instead of getting $200 flat rate, he would get $400. But he never included a way for us to actually track his hours. He just wanted us to trust his word on how many hours he worked. Yeah, there's a big problem with that. He could say he worked 10 hours and get an extra.
Did I not just say this, bro? I'm telling you, bro. That's why I don't do that hourly shit, because niggas can really drag that, bro. I said it. I literally said just what he said. I said, I could work 10 hours and say I work 10 hours, but I could really be just taking breaks and shit in between and just bullshitting and procrastinating and all that just to run it up. I could really run it up like that. Like, I don't do by hour, nigga, and I wouldn't have anybody propose that to me, because nigga, you could just be doing that just to do it, just to run it up, nigga. No, we're not gonna do that.
For $300 for a video, and in all reality, he only worked 3. So because of that, of course, we couldn't accept that. The next one we really didn't agree with was corrections. Alex wanted to get paid a certain extra fee for every single correction he had to make in the video. Let's say he gets me back a video and I say audio or this or that wasn't right? He would have to go back and fix his mistakes. In this contract, he wanted me to pay him for fixing his own mistakes. Like, brother, how does that make sense? And I don't know why.
To an extent, it makes sense, because I'm not finna keep doing these revisions after a certain amount. 2 or 3, cool. But the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, nah, nigga. You gonna have to run that, because now I already rendered this video. I already spent 4, 5, 6 hours on this video, and now I gotta render it 3 more times going back to it. I'm already over the video game. That's 1. 2, it takes a lot to render out videos sometimes, especially a heavily edit video, if it's over 10 minutes. So it's mentally draining. Me, I stretch my videos out, nigga. I work at it days at a time, nigga. But when I used to edit for other people, I would literally sit in front of the computer at least 4, 5, maybe 6 hours, nigga. I would give them back the video same day, and I would be done, like drained, nigga. I'll hop my bed, I'll fall the fuck to sleep, nigga. Only 3 hours worth of sleep. I got to go back to work. But charging for a certain amount of revision after a certain amount of revisions is not crazy. Just doing it, period. Like, oh, you want me to fix something? All right, it's gonna cost you. Off rip? Nah, that's wild.
He thought we would agree to these terms, but it's obvious he's trying to get over on us. And that first overtime one is just an obvious scam. So because we didn't see eye to eye, we continue negotiations. But just because you ask for things, it
doesn't mean you have to get it.
We have to say yes. See, Alex doesn't see things like that. In a section of his video where he was talking about contracts, he started to ramble about how when we were negotiating with him, we were trying to play ego battle with him. His evidence for these claims is that when he gave us a demand he wanted, we would counter with an offer we wanted. And he basically said we were trying to downplay his greatness and that we were only doing that to ego and spite him.
But it's like, once they finally sent me the contract after I asked for the stipulations that we both agreed upon, the contract—
That's cap. We both did not agree on that.
Damn near didn't even have half of the stipulations that I put in there. It was like I was having to basically keep on saying the same thing that we already agreed upon. And it's like, you know, Cloud's manager would be like, yeah, I'm handling like a meeting with so-and-so rich creator.
Could you have not at least blurred Justin's client out of the screenshot? Because again, all the blurring of private names in this video is being done by me.
Kind of like I said, it's like an external validation, like power. They care about that image of being at the top of the food chain, and they want other people to be on the bottom. So when
this doesn't make sense at all. He told you he was busy, and then he gave you evidence that he's busy. Like, what more can you ask for? We were simply just working on other things, and we made you aware of that, yet you're still tripping about it. And then you claim that we had an ego because of this. Genuinely, how does us being busy equal to us having an ego? That just doesn't make sense to me.
A guy like me who knows his own worth comes with my own agreements in the contract because they just thought they were going to give me a contract and I was just going to sign it.
But you are negotiating a contract. That doesn't mean you're putting it together in this written bar for bar what you want. Y'all got to negotiate and come to an agreement on things that work. Y'all got to compromise, gang. It's not going to be, I want $200 and then a $500 overtime and performance bonus, and that's what's gonna be. Either if they accept it, they accept it. If they don't, y'all work around it, and if y'all can't work around it, y'all don't gotta accept it and it doesn't go forward. But it does not have to be every single thing that you asked for on that contract, gang. Now he's 19, so I'm taking that into consideration, but my guy, you gotta you're gonna be in the real world pretty soon and freelancing. You getting your experience up, but at the same time, bro, you say you're using your mom's profession as credibility. You might want to ask her some questions, gang, because some of these stuff is ridiculous. Like, I'm not giving you extra money because the video did well. I'm gonna do it if I want to show appreciation, but I'm not gonna accept that because if my shit gets 1 million, nigga, I'm not finna just keep adding on and paying you extra for that. You feel me? And I'm not doing this overtime thing because you can easily ramp it up. So no.
Because they thought I just really needed the money or something.
No, we didn't. Like, why are you even assuming that, bro?
It was almost like they were like trying to play this ego battle with me, whereas they were trying to get as much out of me while trying to give as little.
Alex, don't freak out when I tell you this, but that's called negotiating. We don't have to agree to your terms. And the overall goal of a contract negotiation is for both sides to come to a compromise, which was what my manager was literally trying to do right here in this very own screenshot. Yet for whatever reason, you called this ego. How are we egoing you by trying to compromise with you? That makes no sense. But yet again, chat, we keep on seeing the recurrent themes. He is trying to play the victim. He is victim maxing. Okay, let me get serious. He's trying to play the victim, man.
Much out of me while trying to give as little, which, hey, to a degree, that's business, right? But like I said, I thought we were friends. Like I said, Cloud would always call and ask me for advice on things. We would hang out, we chill with each other, you know what I'm saying? So I assumed like we were cool, and it's like the thing I'm asking for, you know, isn't unrealistic anyways, and I've already done so much work for you, paid and for free, you know, at a fast rate.
First off, we don't think the contract is reasonable. Why do you think we're negotiating? Second, now you want us to be unprofessional and just agree to your contract because we're friends, yet you was just dragging on us for being unprofessional because we were simply busy and couldn't text you back right away. Does this not sound like manipulation? He's basically saying, shut up and sign this scammy ass 360 ass contract just because it's me and we're friends, even though I'm trying to scam you right now and I'm good for it. Like, huh?
The thing I'm asking for, isn't unrealistic anyways, and I've already done so.
It kind of is unrealistic, and I'm sorry to tell you. Sorry to be that guy and let you know, but it kind of is unrealistic, dog. And I already said why, so I'm not going to reiterate
for
it.
you paid and for free, at a fast rate, at a high quality. What more could you want, right? So honestly, it felt more and more like I was just getting to run around and disrespected almost. You know what?
We disrespecting you because we didn't want to accept your contract. What are we talking about? Like, what? So if you can't tell by now, these contract negotiations were absolutely hell with Alex because he was doing shit like that. We would try to compromise with him, but he wasn't having it. And he either wanted his contract his way or the highway. And you want to know something even crazier about these negotiations? He talks so much shit about my manager in the video, but behind the scenes, my manager was really trying to negotiate and in my opinion was trying to help him. And Justin even convinced me to agree to some of your stipulations because he's seen where you were coming from. However, since we didn't agree to all of your stipulations, you weirdly accused us of having an ego. But because you were so mad, you decided to put him on the thumbnail. Again, exposing his privacy for no reason.
That was him?
Jack, do y'all understand how crazy that is? Justin is a private person. Nobody in my community would even know who he is. There's literally no reason to put him on a thumbnail, even if you really don't like the guy. And he was trying to help you. Even the people who try to help you, you still stab them in the back when they don't do exactly what you want them to do. But then you still try to play the victim card. Like, brother, what are we talking about? You have done this throughout this whole situation, not only with me and Justin, but me and my friends. And mind you, in this 1 week, we actually signed all 3 of our other editors. And it wasn't because we did anything different with them. They were just willing to negotiate. But the reason why we couldn't get our contract done, Alex, is because you weren't trying to negotiate with us. You was just trying to fuck us over. And because he wasn't getting his way, he decided to hold out on editing videos. Mind you, throughout this whole time frame of us getting this contract done, he's been editing videos for me and I have been paying him. But just because we weren't letting him bend us over, oil us up, and fuck us over, he decided to hold out. So you want to know what we decided to do? Hold out his last payment. And so he either agreed to start negotiating with us again properly, or in the worst case scenario, we fire him and then we would just pay him after we know the negotiations are completely finished. And in dealing with a situation like this, it is extremely hard to keep it professional, especially when you know somebody's trying to screw you over and you're trying to work with them, but they're just not budging. But that is not an excuse to be unprofessional. As a man, you still got to stay strong. And even though I don't think I was wrong completely in this next section, there is for sure things that I think I could have did better. I'm coming to y'all as a man, telling y'all this right now before we even get into this. But here's where I really feel like I fucked up. At this point, it was obvious he wasn't actually going to properly negotiate with us. We should have just ended the contract negotiations there. I should have just paid him at that time, because even if we got him in a good contract, you don't want people like this who are trying to get over on you to be around your circle. But I'm going to be honest with you, and I really do regret this. I don't think I was really in this contract negotiation to actually get it solved anymore. I just wanted to be petty. He was trying to be petty to us, so I wanted to be petty to him. And again, this is where I got to take accountability and say, because after this, me and Justin decided to just stop talking to him for about 3 days, just so we could figure out a valid plan of how we were going to attack this. And we even attempted to...
I did say that. I said, at max, it should be at least 2 to 3 days, but 5 is crazy. The first day, you got to process what's going on. The second day, you talk to your manager about what's going on, and then you attack the situation. But the third to the fifth, it's a little crazy, gang.
Try and negotiate with him one final time before we did this little silence. But again, like you could probably expect, he wasn't budging his way or the highway. So we gave him the highway. But on day 2 of our silence, I found out from one of my other editors that Alex had called him, told him about the current contract negotiations we were going through, and even suggested that he'd hold out with Alex. And of course, after only hearing one side of the story, he wanted to help his bro out. So he went to bat for Alex against me and Justin, even contemplating taking Alex's suggestion to hold out with him. But once we told bro the full extent of the story, he quickly decided that this wasn't his battle to fight and decided to back out of this whole controversy smartly, because he realized
realistically, you're not finna fuck my money up, nigga. Listen, I understand the situation and shit like that, but like, it ain't got nothing to do with me. He been paying me, he been on time and shit like that. And I say we got our contract, we signed and everything, nigga. I am not. Now I'm under contract. You want me to breach my contract for you, nigga? Now what, nigga? No.
Alex had sent him on a dummy mission to go take a bullet for him without properly telling him what was actually going on. But he was willing to do it for you because y'all were boys and you took advantage of that. Basically using that editor that he called his friend. Like, bro, if we was really like dickheads for real, we could have fired that other editor. And that would have been Alex's fault, but he didn't care because he was just trying to get his way. That's fucked up. I'm gonna be honest. And honestly, looking back at the situation, we should have just cut ties with Alex, paid him his money, and then went about our way. But again, we didn't, due to me being petty. 2 days later, you sent me a text demanding your money and also threatening to sue if we didn't pay your money. And you got mad that I laughed at your message, which again, I'll admit, that was me being petty. But the reason why I laugh is that I thought it was funny that you threatened to sue me. And another reason why I laughed is because wasn't Alex just talking about...
Okay, so we're gonna read this full. Y'all wanted to say I never met a guy who does 6-figure contracts that is as of a goofy, lame as you. I'd never seen these tweets, not tweets, these texts. Explains why you felt the need to flex on a 20-year-old. Hopefully Chris sees through your bitch assness soon and drops you. Who's he texting like this? That's crazy. All right, sorry, you're a weird kid. Even now, through this entire week, since we started the contract negotiations, you still not looking at yourself and taking no accountability. I'm explaining it to you in facts and call it a day. Whether you chose to read or not is your prerogative. 1, we talked about contracts. You verbally agreed to things with Cloud, and when I speak to you, you go back and say, yeah, but I didn't sign anything. So that doesn't matter. Sets tone for this entire situation. So I'm assuming he's talking to the manager.
How verbal agreements don't matter early on in these negotiations. Yet he was threatening to sue me over a verbal agreement. That again, his words, he said, doesn't actually matter. Yet he wants me to stand 10 toes on my verbal agreement to him when it benefits him. Remember how I told y'all that's going to come back to bite him? But in the message I sent you back,
that's why
I told you that we were paying you your money. And as y'all know, for my payment cycles, I paid every single Sunday. But I also told you that I'm paying you on our time, not yours. And that I don't have to honor the verbal agreement. Because remember, by your words, verbal agreements don't matter.
Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. Okay, you see, this is why you listen to the full side of the story. You feel me? And it took an hour to get there. I don't know how it took an hour, nigga. This is only 29 minutes. I really be chatting that much? Ain't nobody gonna watch this shit. It's cool. But damn, nigga. You feel me? Now he's saying, you're going to pay on my time, and I'm not going to honor the verbal agreement because you said it didn't matter, and we don't got to honor verbal agreements. I ain't gonna lie, I get paid like that too. Oh, but you said you didn't, so why I got to do that type shit? You know what I mean?
We're playing by your rules now. And that's honestly just what I was thinking at the time. I thought a spade was a spade. But at the same time, that doesn't excuse my actions. I should have just paid him right then and there and moved on with my life. But I wanted to be petty, so the situation kept on continuing. But I never actually did pay him that Sunday. I paid him a day before. And the reason for that is because Alex tried to blackmail me. Alex sent me a long villain monologue.
Now, you know, we doing our investigation. We got to investigate fully, okay? So here's what he said. So here's what we're going to do. You're going to pay me my money today, not tomorrow, not the next week, today. If not, I'm pressing send on everyone. I'll tag them on a story and a tweet too. You can play with all this other stuff, but we're not playing with my money. Blanks that out. I don't know what that is. You're going to explain it. But listen, if you send my money, I'll leave you alone. You'll leave me alone. We good. We go our separate ways. Cross that out. The message to him too. So be smart with the next move. All this over 150? See, when you said 1.5, I'm thinking you talking about 1.5K, not $150, nigga. Because at the end of the day, you did say you edited multiple videos, so I'm assuming it accumulated. But he paid you that. And then the extra $250. So you doing all this over 150? I would have cut my losses. What are we talking about? Okay, it wasn't 150, it was 300. The principles still apply. Why do all this? Now, most you gonna have to do is go to civil court. And even then, you can't do much over verbal agreements. It has to be either in text or in black and white. And that's where you fucked up. But I thought you would know that because your mom works in contracting. So I thought that you would have the understanding that your mom has because you probably went to your mom to get understanding of what the situation was. And she assessed the situation and then broke it down to you and said what you can and cannot do, what you should or should not do, and gave you an understanding. I thought that you would have the same understanding that she does, but apparently you do not. Damn, this is crazy, gang.
Text saying I shouldn't have trusted him, I shouldn't have did this, I shouldn't have did that, and that he was gonna text some of my personal friends that he had met that I said nasty, violent, absurd, and scandalous things about them, which most of them, of course, were not true, or for the most part, extremely over-exaggerated, or just so.
So that was the thing that he was talking about, that he was gonna have to do to get you to pay that money. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You amped up this whole video, bro. You made it seem like you was in a Pretty Boy Fredo situation. Whole time it's not even that, gang. He ain't faking it. He ain't saying he not paying you. He ain't egging it off and saying that he's going through a hard time while flexing money and shit like that. None of that. It's just the fact that you was being difficult, gang. That's it. And I thought that Berto was being a little hard on you. But we got to keep it real. I feel like this was justified. Not going to hold you. Nah, I wouldn't move like that now. But back when I was 19, nigga, I was definitely on that petty shit. Word.
Petty that nobody would give a fuck. Like, I think for one of these people, he said that I had said that their grills were fake or some shit. It's like, what? Huh? Matter of fact, I actually took the messages and told all of my friends exactly what they said on them, and none of them cared. But he told me if I didn't pay him that exact day, exactly when he wanted, even though, again, you were one day away from just getting the payment. If you just had waited, you would have got that shit on Sunday, brother. But if I didn't pay him immediately, that he would send the text out to all those people, which I don't know why this was his attempt at blackmail. Because even, let's say there was some crazy shit in them text messages. If you sent those, you do know that you would never get that payment again. Because like what? Like that's why it didn't make sense. Why would I send you the payment after you did what you said you were going to do on the blackmail? It doesn't really make that much sense. And also, it's not like he didn't know he was going to get paid. He knew he was going to get paid the next week, which is why I actually think he decided to do this on Saturday just to try to be petty with us and try to force me to pay it one day early. But honestly, with this blackmail attempt, you put yourself at such a risk because, like I said before,
Now, anybody who knows the situation is not going to work with you, and that's where you messed up, gang. Realistically, let's be real. If it was a real situation where you really got scammed and they played in your face for real, then niggas would have, Dior would have definitely worked with you. People like Berto definitely would have worked with you. Big other I'm saying creators, commentary creators, maybe Cam would have worked with you for real if he's seen the situation. But listen, now niggas gonna look at you like you're a weirdo. Like, he's not gonna wanna fuck with you, nigga. That nigga has to legit like look past all of that. So
to pay you. But if
or
I was
just not know who you are.
Dickhead for real, I could have looked at that and been like, oh fuck no, you're blackmailing me. You're never getting your money again. Which is why you can see in the messages, I laughed. And I even pointed this shit out. And I'm gonna be honest, at this point, I wouldn't
hold on, this is the breakdown.
Because oh fuck no, you're blackmailing
it's
me.
The
you're
breakdown.
Never getting your money again. Which is why you can see
all this over 150, 300. Bruh, cooked up a master evil plan. I know you're scared because all you care about is image, and I'll let you keep it for my money. I don't care if it's $10. Nah, I don't. Oh, 150. Let's start there. Okay, bet. Are we finna talk or you finna send those texts? Cause you know if you send those texts, you're never getting bread. You're never getting the bread. If we not talking about you sending my 300, there's nothing to talk about.
In the messages, I laughed, and I even pointed this shit out. And I'm gonna be
whoa. Let's see something about Ash Cash.
Be honest, at this point, I wanted to keep this shit going. I wanted to just wait one more day and really just irritate this man. But I don't know if it was the shock that he tried to blackmail me or the fear that he might attempt something more serious than blackmail the next time he tries to get me. Like potentially dropping a video on the whole topic, exposing the whole situation without context. Just a random idea. But I was like, yeah, let's end this. I think what helped is that I was just going to pay him the next day.
I told you already, either send me my money for the cash, for the Ash Cash, which was half as we agreed, and the Gen Z dating video you posted. Nigga so mad he ain't even read the text. Or I will send my text, simple as that. See, you think this is a power ego thing. I just want money, nigga. This is what he the way he posted, only this part, like the right here. I think that's strategic, gang.
Okay, so it's like, okay, you waited one more day to pay him. That really will show him. Like, it's like,
what is he didn't show after this, bro? For sure, cool. Don't care. Honestly, just send me money, please and thanks. And without withholding people's money is how you move and talking about your friends. So what does that say about you? Anyway. I don't know where you got 300 from, but 250 is what we agreed on before. And just because you're blackmailing, I can't. It's an extra 54. I can't see what that says.
If he's willing to do this for his money, gang, just give it to him. Because honestly, I really didn't want to see you wait.
Bro, we reading all these texts, gang. We is not playing. Okay.
Pay him. That really will show him. Like, it's like, bro, if he's willing to do this for his money, gang,
extra 54. I can't read that. No. No, we said 300. We said half on the Ash Cash vid because I was halfway done when you said to cut production. And 200 has been agreed on base price in the paper trails and all via Cash App. Stop playing. I don't know if you agreed on the 200 being a base price. Because he's saying 150, and you're saying that y'all were still going through negotiations for the contract. So what are we talking about? I'm telling you now, just go ahead and send it, and we can dead this. Because I'm not in a space to play right now. Leave me alone now. Check Cash App. Shut your bitch ass up. Don't call me. Don't text me. Don't mention me. We're done. Nigga. How you gonna tell somebody not to mention you and you go ahead and make a video about them, nigga? I guess.
Just give it to him. Because honestly, I really didn't want to see what he came up with next. Was he going to accuse me of false grape or some shit? Like, I was over this shit.
No, so, I would have egged it.
Paid him.
I would have egged it.
That was the last I heard of him until now. So, yeah. You want to know something funny? After this whole controversy ended, he sent my manager this message to where Justin responded, but Alex didn't see it because Alex blocked him. But in this message, Justin responded to him in a mature way.
Like, certain things like leaving shit out is really the downfall of the whole situation. Even down to the payment, nigga. Because I'm thinking, I'm still stuck on that, nigga. You said 1.5. You do know that 1.5 could mean 1.5K, 1.5 million. You feel me? Not $150. So now you make it seem like more for the video. Can't get behind it.
And also, this could double as evidence that everything that I said in this video did actually happen, because Justin sent this message over 6 months ago. And also, breaking news, Alex dropped a second diss video before I could even get my first one out.
It's sending the industry after me.
Reacted to it and called out the obvious.
Listen, bro, for somebody who claims they know how YouTube work, I really don't think you know how YouTube work, and you should be tapped in because you're fucking 19, gang. So you know how this reaction shit goes. These niggas is friends with him. So yes, oh, my dog got exposed. Let me go see what that's about. What are YouTube? It's your boy Sleep Back with, you know what I'm saying? They're not sending nobody. Okay, I really gotta react to this video too. It's a three-peat. We're going crazy.
Story and trying to say that I paid them. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? You're just trying to get attention. It's just sad at this point, bro. It's desperate. But as y'all see,
that's crazy,
man. I was just being petty towards him, and that's kind of
we gotta watch that video now. Like it's not gonna be an hour though.
I don't think this situation should have been publicized because it's just a nothing burger. I'm not gonna sit here and act like this is a situation I'm proud of.
Yeah, we're gonna end it here because it's already long enough, man. With that being said, that's the end of this video, man. Y'all comment down below your thoughts. Leave a like and hit the subscription box below with the bell to the side for Noti Squad, because we is only 250 away. Discord in the description. Full video in the description. Locked in. Let's get it.